Hi. I bet you're wondering, what have you been up to now? A lot. It's always a lot. No, actually, good news. The Assassin Saint, which is the third book in the Dante's Ascension part of Lavoie Family Saga, is now officially on the editor's desk. So I've sent it to the publisher. It is good to go. And I've been busily trying to finish what needs to be written for book 4. I'm about 20 to 40K off from where I want that finishing point to be. But we already have 23 chapters and 66,000 words of book 4 already done. And again, that's book 4 for Lavoie Family Saga's Dante's Ascension arc. So that's these follow the Princess Priest, the Priestess Assassin, the Assassin Saint, and the Saint's Blood Eater. The boys have a lot of character development and tribulations to kind of settle and fix and get through. So it's been a lot of fun writing those. And the Assassin Saint, those of you who gave me some mercenary names and character sub-names and nods and wanted a nod written about you, you're going to see that in book 3. And then book 4, we're going to be featuring on Facebook. A while back, I had asked people to help me with some names of ships and crewmates and stuff, so that's going into that book. So that's what I'm recently. But you're probably wondering, well, what comes next, Val? Well, what comes next is probably going to be some honeycombings. I've been itching to do what I call it's going to be the water-based cryptids a little bit, the siren, the mermaid, the Loch Ness monster, of course. And we get to kind of see there's been slowly this hint of this thing happening in Ganderville, in this world I've created. So it's gonna be fun to kind of expose that it was something in the water, a lot of things, and a Pukwudgie was involved, of course. Time. Who's been a bellhop and a friend and a colleague and a peer, so he keeps kind of rearing his head everywhere. But yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I'll probably pivot and work on book 6 and possibly 7 for the Cedric series after that. But I'm trying to stay very, very focused despite power outages, internet outages, personal chaos that has been pretty extreme lately. I've been moving forward. As for what events you can find me at that are coming up, I'm literally this weekend going to be on August 2nd through the 3rd over in Orlando, starting tomorrow actually, going to be a guest speaker for the Florida Authors Publishers Association convention or conference there, so PopCon. And no, it's not a Honeycombings related thing. Get your minds out of the gutter. I can hear the thoughts. I can feel the judgment. Other than that, you can then catch me with the Writers Row over at Louisville, Kentucky. So if you're in the area or nearby, please come out and say hi at the PopCon there in Louisville from August 23rd through the 25th. Not only do you get to meet me, but you get to meet a lot of my fellow authors and friends. We got quite the lineup this time around for this event, so I'm pretty excited. I get to see some fellow authors for the first time in person. I get to actually run Paige Lavoie is a good friend of mine. She writes I'm in Love with Mothman. I know you guys know some. If you have not discovered her books and you need a sweet, spicy romance with Mothman, book 3 is coming out in that trilogy. So exciting. But other than that, it's going to be my first time getting a chance to be an author behind the table with my fellow author Paige Lavoie. So I'm kind of excited about that. And I talk about that a little bit in an interview I just did. It's on, I think it's on the Four Horsemen Publications YouTube, but their Inkblots interviewed me, and I talk a little bit more about why that's such a big deal for me. Let's see what else is going on. I think that's it for now. Ooh, I'm really focused on getting some of these books out and stories finished up, and I'm sure my editors both looking forward to it and not so. And they're like, "Stop the tidal wave." Well, we'll see. But I just want to. A lot of stress going on a personal level, so a lot of writing happens to relieve that stress. So I'm trying to take advantage of the wave while I can. So I look forward to it, guys, and I can't wait to hear what you say. I also saw that one of my readers, Ross, is on book 4, Artemis, the Eye of Gaia in the Cedric series. Cannot wait to see what he has to say, because I know when he read Roma Santa, we had a long discussion about Artemis herself, that character, and his feelings about her. So he gets to really experience that character for the first time in that book. So I'm like, because I know I'm going to get messages. Also, what am I currently reading? I'm burning through the Blood and Ash series by Jennifer Armentrout, and I'm absolutely loving the character development and the foreshadowing and the world building in this quite a bit. So I might make a post about that later. Oh, and I got a new phone. Hence why I'm suddenly active again. Because my old phone, it literally gave up on my drive yesterday and wanted to show me my home screen, my app selection, and let me read an email on top of each other in one fell swoop. It was really weird, and it kept freezing, and I couldn't text my editor about the book I was reading in the middle of the night, as one does, and then so it gave up on me. But that's an update about what's going on. And I hope I see you guys around. Reach out to me, message me. Right now, know that you should be able to do a pre-order either on my website or my TikTok shop, or even at Four Horsemen Publications for The Champion's Lord, which is a prequel story that starts to uncover Ashton's real story from the Trayvon family saga, The Fall of Ashton. And then Queen's Incubus, which is Honey Cummings' novel. It's the first novel under that namesake, in the first entry for the Carnal Throne series. So if you're looking for dark fantasy, very, very steamy and very bold, it's an interesting piece, and a lot of folks who've been reading it they're fangirling about different characters. So I'm curious to see who when this book starts to get in reviews and things, to see what you guys really think about it. So it is on yonder for the time being, and the comments over there have been glorious. So thank you guys for all the interactions, and see you around this month.